Now we are up to date. Well, for folks who are watching this in real time, we're finally up to date. I had to catch up. I put out two episodes. So if you're watching this one first, because it's the latest episode three, season two, I did put out some quick reviews for episode one and two of the season. So they're out. They're out already. I released them all at the same time tonight. So we'll see what everybody does. But I'm glad that I'm able to catch up now and whew, now we can talk about this is the real for me this is the first episode of season two, basically. Like this is the first two episodes are kind of like part wrap up of last season. Let's get some stuff together. This one, even with the opening, now we got Cindy Busby as the lead and all stuff. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Now we are here. This lighting is bugging the crap out of me. Now we are here to talk about. Now it's too dark over here. Let's do something. Like, ooh, no, that's not it. Ooh, you guys are seeing like live television. I'm like, this is not it. Okay. So now we get a full episode. This was good. It's a full episode. So let's get to it. Hannah Lawrence meets Maggie. Hannah Lawrence is Ray's niece. She's a little hoity-toity, um, and and uh, and she meets Maggie first, and she goes to get a room. And Ronnie's so funny, so oblivious. He gives her a room. She has like this trunk and stuff. He don't even help her. There's nobody to help her to her room. He's just like, here's your keys. That's it. Um, but it's been 17 years because Ray, of course, has the ranch next to Tess. And it's been 17 years. Um, so yeah, it's crazy. Um, so she gets a room. So it's fall. We have a sequence where we see the kids playing with the leaves, and I love leaf. I love leaf playing. I love that. So I love it. Nora helps Sam with his papers and the money. So her whole thing is it's kind of funny. Her whole thing is before you start telling everybody what's going on, stay quiet. Let's make sure you get the ownership because she made good points. You don't want people to come up and just like you say you have it, but you don't really have it. They go up and take the land. They start mining for gold in your place and steal some of it or whatever. But it's like no, just don't do anything crazy. Just let's see it. Let's make sure it all goes through. Bureaucracy takes forever, and then once you can. And so I thought it was very interesting. It's very interesting they decided that his prospecting, he's a prospector. I thought interesting choice. They decided to have him strike gold. I thought, okay, and make him rich. So that's an interesting choice. So I'm curious to see how this actually plays out in the season. Tell you, man, this lighting is bugging me. There you go. So we're gonna see how this plays out. Um, Also, we find out there's a new child coming to the orphanage. But again, luckily you have Nora, who's a lawyer, but Nora's not listed as the caretaker. Lillian is. Great setup to have Mountie Fletcher, Fearless Fletcher, go with her so they can sway the people and everything. So we said, okay. And he's like, sure, we can do that. They have to go to Clearwater. So we have the Clearwater. And you look on the stagecoach, it says Clearwater, Brookfield. I forgot what the third city is. Another city on there. I think it's Clearwater, something Brookfield. If you know at home, let me know because I like those kind of details. It says on there. So a new child is coming. Also, Tess talking to her, talking to her people, and how the herd is expanding. She's going to need a bigger space. There's a whole different thing going on. If she's expand, she wants Ray's place. But it's going to go. But see, the whole thing is it's going to go up as an auction, so it's going for it. Needs to be able to bid on it. So she's like, okay. Wyatt Parker, who is actually running the Lawrence Ranch, meets Hannah. And I was like, okay, we got Wyatt, okay. And she mentioned again, no telephone in town. But he's running the ranch, and you can tell he really takes pride in the ranch, that he really likes it. Sam, because he got some money coming, is feeling like he wants to spend his money, is thinking, maybe I'll buy the ranch myself. Okay. So there's a scene that comes up that I was waiting for it to happen. I'm glad this scene happened in terms of exposition, explanation, all that stuff. It's Nora questioning how well she'll do at the orphanage. And she brought up several points. Eleanor has the experience. Lily and Grace were orphans. It's what is she bringing to the table? And what's brought to her is the fact that you're questioning means you care, which I thought that's a very smart thing because if you're saying, am I a good father or a bad father or a good father? In a weird way, it's like you are a good father because you are checking yourself. You're looking at yourself. You're wondering if you're doing a good job because you want to do a good job. So it's kind of like that all makes sense to me. It's kind of like that. I was thinking, it's almost too easy. Nora just slides in and she just takes over. Everything's great. Obviously, she can't cook. That's the one thing. The thing can cook. But that's fun. But I thought, but no, I'm glad they had a moment for her to really think about what am I doing? Like, I'm here, but what am I doing? But I like that whole thing of that because you are questioning means that you are searching for answers and you want something good. So I love that. Finally, we get to see between Tess and Ronnie. I'm like their brother and sister. We're 3 episodes in. She comes for coffee, but they just totally in it. But also gives us a chance for Tess and Hannah to meet, and they rub each other the wrong way. Sam is money hungry. He's like, I got money. He wants to spend it. He's at Joe's General Store. Maggie stops him from buying stuff, cheese and crackers. Um, but Sam was really thinking, I want to get this ranch. But he needs some experience. He has no experience. So he goes to Tess and asks for a job. She's like, what? But he says, I'll work for a week for free. And if you like me, then hire me. Okay. Go see Curtis. They mentioned that she's off somewhere, so she's not there to do anything. So you work with Curtis, see what they think. I like when Nora and our Mountie Fletcher are about to go on this trip. She's extra prepared. She has food for the trip, for lunch, food in case we get stuck, or traffic, or whatever. She didn't say traffic, well, traffic. That's Los Angeles talking. She goes, if something just happens, they get delayed. That's what it's delayed. Well, traffic. James is nice as not. I'm in 2025 Los Angeles. That's the story, right? Um, but she's blanket all this stuff. That's me. When I go on trip, when I go on long trips, actually, I bring a little food bag. When I'm on set or I'm if I'm on a red carpet, I bring a little snack bag. I always have. I'm a bag lady anyway. I got all kinds of bags that if you need something, oh, James probably got it. Glasses, chapstick, brush, whatever. Hand sanitizer, honey. Whatever. Usually I have Mary Poppins bag. I'm like, what do you need? They pull it out. We have a good time with that. So they're about to leave, and it's funny. She goes, "May I take the reins?" He's like, "Well, it's your horse and cart." But that's kind of funny. But of course, the meet cute continues to happen. They get annoyed with each other because she talks like a lawyer, he talks like a Mountie, and they're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Very cute. Get annoyed. Tess and Wyatt talk. Tess is all with the ranch. Hannah's trying to get out because there's no phone. She's trying to get out to the ranch. She's tired of staying at the hotel. She was there for just one night. And Ben, oh my God, it's so funny, gives her a donkey. I was like, a donkey is some weird thing. I was like, okay, kids. Um, so they're all out there together. Tess apologized because now she's like, oh, she's the daughter of. Mm-hmm. And it's still a little chilly, a little frosty between the ladies. But she's trying like, okay, she's not dumb. Tess not dumb. And Tess is like, Wyatt, help me. So she's thinking, why? Because you talk to homegirl. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Him stay at the ranch. The sequence of her going in and seeing it has been untouched inside was a great touch. See all that. It was a great touch to see all that and bring back memories of when she used to go there. Um, Sam arrives on Tessa's land. He talks to Curtis. He's positive. He's just like, this is like prospecting. I'm sure it's similar. It's like, I'm ready. Let's do this. And Curtis gives him some work, and apparently he does a great job. While they're taking a little break, our Mountie and our lawyer, she's like, I want to have lunch. I want to eat out there. I'm going to grab the picnic. He's like, we'll eat on the wagon. She's like, no, I want to eat out there. Gets out there and is confronted with a snake, a rattlesnake. Mm-hmm. He saves her, of course. There's that. We meet Fenton, who's a ranch hand. Hannah tells Wyatt she wants to go see him. When she said that, I said, okay, I was waiting for that too. And they went to the grave, and that was very touching. Michael and Nora arrive. I'm like, how that long ride? I don't know how you that long ride. So there's a 15-year-old girl named Jenny who's being held because she stole a hunk of cheese. Okay. But the grocer's like, no charges, whatever. So Jenny ran away from the Hamilton charitable home. Okay, get some Hamilton action. Mountie Jim, played by Trevor Donovan. We love Trevor Donovan. He's great online. He's a great online presence and funny. He knows Michael, of course, Fletcher, and ribs him. And we found out Jenny's parents died when she was 12, but she's from Ohio, so it gives the whole backstory. Ohio. She ran away to Hamilton to find an aunt. She thought she had heard an aunt was there. Never found her. And she explains, how'd you get around? Freight train, took small jobs. And why did she leave Hamilton? It's because they were mean. They were just really mean. And I can only imagine back then sometimes places with orphans. I know we see Annie, right? And that's the whole thing, right? I'm sure there's some truth in there. And so the hunk of cheese was the first time she ever stole anything, and that's that. So basically, they work, and then we find out that Michael has a snake bite. So I was like, I don't remember seeing the snake go at him. So it's kind of fun. So I guess that was a big surprise. He has a snake bite. So now he's feeling it a little bit. He's like, I've been bitten before, and this whole thing. He's like, she's really worried about him. But they're gonna bring Jenny back to the city. So they bring Jenny back to the orphanage. She seems really nice with the girls. Girls take to her. Sam starts sneezing after Tess is like, he's good. Let's hire him. He's allergic to the hay. I think of Green Acres. Green Acres that I want to stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. I'm sorry, my darling, but give me Park Avenue. That's the Eva Gabor version. Thank you. But she says, I get allergic smelling hay. That's what she says. So I thought, that's funny. He's allergic to the hay. Fletcher goes to see Maggie. She's like, again. And I love that her line was, do you look for trouble or does trouble look for you? And he says, I'm trying to find that out. Or I'm not sure or something. Another great line, writers. Hannah finds a raccoon in her house eating. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. I don't like raccoons. Raccoons have fingers and stuff. No, we don't like them. They stay outside. She's like, okay, I'm out. And then, of course, her light goes out because there's no electricity out there. They didn't have electricity, I guess, in that one. And so Hannah goes next door to Nora to ask for matches. And they meet. Of course, brings her in for supper. Very small town. Just come eat with us. And it felt like home. Tess and Hannah have a moment and says, here's an offer. Talk to, he's like, why should I trust you? Talk to Wyatt. Allergic Sam goes to Maggie and they laugh. You got a whole strategy. Hannah goes to Wyatt. And there's the part that was very surprising. She goes, well, she offered me $15,000, $15,000. And she's like, I don't know her. She told me to ask you, do you think I could get better? And he says, you can do better, and walks off. Is that helping Tess? So to me, that says he must love working for Ray. He really feels that for that place. He wants to keep it on some level. It's sentimental to him. And I think that was raised. But so when they did, I was like, oh, he didn't. He didn't. Oh, okay. And then you have Jenny, and she's not downstairs with the other kids. Looking at that picture, I was kept looking at it. I kept saying, if I'm wrong, tell me. I think it said, "Happy birthday, Dolores, love Grandma." I kept trying to read it. I couldn't see it as much, and she's hiding it in her hat. But so far, she's saying she likes living there. She likes it. That's what she's saying. So Jenny got more to her going on than meets the eye, and I'm like, if they said Dolores, who's Dolores? To the ground. So I don't know, but I saw that part, so we had a little mystery going. But solid episode. I give another 10 episodes. It was great. It was another solid, warm. Again, I say about these shows like comfort food. It's like they're easy to watch, and we know the characters, and you want to see what happens to them. And I'm curious. I want to see what, and so I want to see what happens to them. So it's like this. So it was good. I'm enjoying it. Thank you so much for this season so far. 3 episodes in, we're good, ready to go. I'll be here. I'm now caught up. I said I had some family stuff happen last couple of weeks. That's all been settled. So now I'm back and better than ever. I'm James Lott Jr. If you don't know who I am, I'm a hopeful. I'm a hearty. I'm all those things. I'm so glad the show is back. And I hope to bring you some more stuff, some guests and things. I'm working on that with them. So stay tuned for that. But I'm James Lott Jr. And so like, subscribe, comment, follow. See you next time.